Joining me today on NYSE Floor Talk is Lorie Tekorius. She is the CEO at the Greenbrier Companies. Lorie, it is fantastic to have you here. Thanks for joining me today.
Oh, thanks for having me, Judy. It's great to be here.
Well, let's start off by talking about the company. What is the Greenbrier Companies?
The Greenbrier Companies it's a little bit confusing based on our name, but we are one of the world's largest builders of rail cars, freight rail cars. We also lease rail cars. We maintain rail cars. We have operations across the United States, in Mexico, Poland, Romania, Brazil. So we are a huge freight rail car provider across the world.
Now, Lorie, you just rang the opening bell this morning. You are celebrating 30 years since your IPO on the New York Stock Exchange. Now, you've been with the Greenbrier Companies for nearly as long. Now, tell me, what have been some of the biggest changes in the rail industry that you've seen?
It's a great question because on some counts, it feels like nothing ever changes. But then when you reflect back on it, yes, I've been with Greenbrier for 29 years. And I think back on it, we're actually celebrating the 40th anniversary of pioneering the intermodal rail car, which is where, for your viewers, right? So that's where you see a container stacked two on top of each other going down the rail. So that is where it's driven by consumer spending and consumer demand. So that's a big thing. We've also recently invented a high-strength steel gondola, which supports infrastructure building, and Multi-Max Plus, which is a rail car that transports light vehicles as well as heavier duty vehicles. So a lot of innovation that's going on that I've seen over my 29 years with Greenbrier.
Now, Lorie, give me a fun fact about freight rail.
Oh, a fun fact about rail, and it ties into what I was talking about with automotive, is most of your viewers probably took some sort of car to get to work today. Well, so 75% of the cars in North America move via rail. So people don't think about that. I think quite honestly, a lot of times we as individuals and consumers, we don't think about where stuff comes from that we're buying on the shelves of the stores that we go to or that land on our front doorsteps. But oftentimes those products, some way, shape or form, have been in a rail car at some point in time.
Now, you became Greenbrier CEO in 2022. And in 2023, you hosted your first Investor Day on the street and laid out some ambitious targets. So how's it going?
You know, actually, just a few weeks ago, we posted our third quarter earnings. We had record EPS based on the last 4.5 years. So that's really exciting. I'm so proud to represent the 14,000 employees that we have across the organization. And they are all top to bottom working hard to drive towards those goals of doubling our recurring revenue, increasing our return on invested capital, and having solid manufacturing or aggregate gross margins in the mid-teens. So everyone's pulling together, again, from the shop floor all the way to the leadership team to drive towards those goals. So I'm just really proud to be there.
Well, Lorie, it's been wonderful to talk with you. Thanks for joining me in Floor Talk today.
Thank you very much, Judy. It's great to be here.